Pisces, hi, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome to this April 2025 reading. What we're doing today, we're going to use Celtic Cross on all the aspects of the questions that contains there. We'll clarify with another tarot deck, why not? We'll have a look at which angels right next to you this month and what they would like to tell you. Significant situation, yes please. And another oracle deck that will help you to understand what's happening this month. Well, thank God, March is over. However, the Venus and retrograde, and that's why I'm always going to continue. Mercury in retrograde is the new word called retrograde, at least in my vocabulary. Anyways, yeah, Mercury is going direct at the beginning of month in Pisces, and Venus is mid-month. However, there will be some maybe ripple effect that always happens around, but every sign does feel this differently as well, okay? And check out as well your chart, because different times you might feel that your moon sign is more dominant, or you feel like your rising sign is that one you're actually feeling the most at the moment. It depends where in your life you are right now. Where do you find yourself? Now, Mars, the energy of fire and energy of the energies, is going into Cancer, which is about family. Here we go. As we're talking about Cancer, we have in Cancer, you can't make this up. And then it moves into Leo, which is kind of giving that energy that we needed, you know, because after those retrogrades, we need to pick up things that perhaps we have left behind from November, from December, and even March as well. Well, it looks beautiful energy here indeed. Now let's dive in, and thanks so much for being here. And if you think that resonates with you, press the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. It really helps me to help you. But let's crack on, shall we? Now we have the Temperance. Hello, Sagittarius, for Pisces. Okay, water, water, water. Bring it on. You feel like, yeah, big fish, small fish in a pond or in a lake or river or an ocean. You feel you are in the right place, and it just keeps flowing. You know, it is a card of healing in somewhat ways. Maybe there's a part of your life that perhaps needs or requires actually healing in ways. But looking at the cards here, yeah, actually 5 of Cups perhaps could indicate that there is some healing needed on particular aspects of your life. Not everything, just a couple aspects. But overall, it feels like you're alchemist right now. Oh, the sun is coming out as well. And you feel like, you know, you from water, you're making wine. Maybe literally, I don't know, but yay. It does feel like you're as a fish, as a Pisces. Yours keep swimming, keep flying. Wow. Okay, this is you, 2 wands, figuring things out, where to go, what to do. And strength is that overcoming courage, overcoming some situation, overcoming, do you know what? And nothing will come, and I have a very strong faith about this. Nothing will come in your life or present itself that you are not ready to. It just, whether you believe you can do it, and that's the question probably, whether you believe you can do it. And you know what? Either you believe it or not, you're right. I can do this or I can't do this, right? Now, in your focus area, you have 4 swords. I feel like you're spending some time, or perhaps you need to spend some time, maybe meditating, maybe really putting your intentions into something. This is card of taking time out, organizing your thoughts, focusing what you want, just chilling, relaxing, letting your mind rest a little bit as well, recovering from some sort of heartache, recovering from, could be, I'm not saying illness, I don't read health per se, but it kind of feels like there could be some too much something, and you need to focus on chilling. Yeah. I had to close the curtains because the sun is rising as I'm speaking, and yeah, my early bird. Anyways, strength, your strengths of 5 of Cups. And do you know what I feel like? You bounce back super quick as no other perhaps sign, apart from Scorpio maybe. Yeah, well, water sign again. Yeah. You bounce back very super quick as well, whatever happens in your life. Right. In your past, you have King of Wands. Have you met anyone? Someone interesting? I had this feeling you got inspired. You got inspired to do something. There could be some meeting with a person. Great, great, great. Fantastic connection. Fantastic connection. However, it feels that maybe it's not the right time. Is that relationship-wise? Could be feeling that, I don't know. Hence you're feeling this kind of overwhelming. Am I ready? Is the situation right? Is the conditions right? Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Right, in your immediate future, you have the Death card. Hello, Scorpio. Do you know what reminds me of this? I'm looking at this card, and I like a little horse there. Yeah. You know, sometimes if you go to your parents' home or visits, everyone has some special box, right? So where you put the old letters or some sort of knickknacks that are or used to be dear to you, or just memory kind of things. And you open up that box, take it underneath your bed or whenever you hold it, and then you look at it and you remember things and places and faces and whatnot, and you kind of sometimes question yourself. It was so important then, but what value does it hold right now? Because this means here that something has served its value, something has done its job, but it's time to let go, and it's done. Is that relationship, is that part of your life you feel like time to move to new waters? Maybe, you know. Now, what we have in your support, Chariot, and that is that inner strength that you can always pick yourself up, and decision making, Cancer here. It feels as well as if like you're leading, and you know that it's going to be good, bad, and ugly things happening, but no other way. But you're holding on to the steering wheel. You're on the driver's seat. If this is career, it feels like there's someone supporting you to really push yourself out of your comfort zone, big time. In surrounding you, have Page of Wands. There's a lot of passion. It feels like this other person or some sort of surrounding influences that you have are get things done. Let's try this out. And it kind of feels, you know, you feel, that looks shiny. That looks interesting. Why not go for it? And feels like very creative surroundings that you have right now, and kind of influence as well. Now, in your hopes and fears is not to get tangled up, not to be restricted. You hate to be restricted. Oh my God. And it kind of feels like, will you figure things out? Because Eight of Swords, it kind of feels like there's some external influence in somewhat, maybe what you think, what you do. You just don't want this. We will clarify that in a moment as well. Now, the outcome is full. Yeah, you're starting something new. You are taking the keys, and look at the mountains here. You know there will be some obstacles, challenges. You're just getting out of the house anyway. Fair play to you. All right, let's clarify the temperance that you have. Yeah, Ten of Swords, recovering. Something has ended. It has come to an end. You like it or not, to be honest. But what happens is there's a new day coming. Because look at this flower here. From this situation, there's something good has come out, okay? And you might not see that yet, but it is. Here we go. Free. Five of Swords. I'm actually read as a free for some reason. As if like you're standing your ground, trying to explain yourself. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes, when you're trying to keep a peace, to avoid a conflict, you start the war inside you, okay? And Six of Wands, you're overcoming that by rising above. Then you have to, as if like you're cutting some sort of ties with something. It has served its whatever you need it to be in your life, and it's just time to go. Let's have a look at yourself. The Two of Wands and the strengths. Oh yeah, Eight of Cups. Leaving something and being brave enough to go and leave something behind, or looking at that Nine of Cups, because that's the next card. Really focusing on what makes you happy, what's fulfilling you. There's this castle that you want to reach. Don't know how to get there because we have the moon. There's kind of like a moonlight. There's lots of unknowns, but you have that courage. Look at the wand here. That's that passion. That's the courage that you have. Perhaps I feel like you've been given that some sort of injection of, listen, Pisces, why don't you do this? Why don't you make your life even better? Okay. Two of Swords. It does feel like as if like you are not clear exactly where this path is actually leading, but from deep down in your heart of hearts, you know that's the right thing to do. Again, Two of Pentacles, kind of playing that juggling act, and this is card of a little bit of clown, or a bit of a having a mask. You don't want to lose your face. Four of Cups. You feel cornered in somewhat ways. Yeah, here you have yourself. Hello. Trust your inner guidance. Trust your flow of life. And that will support you and lead you. There's a lot of unknowns right now. And that's okay. They will reveal when you need to know them. Okay. Four of Swords in your focus area, and you have Seven of Wands. I kind of feel like there could be some fingers pointing at you, and you feel like I have this upper hand. I just need to kind of not prove myself, but really stand my ground in a ways. Really stand my ground. You have that upper hand on whatever situation is bugging you. Now, Five of Cups, you have your strengths. We have Knight of Pentacles. Things will take time. And you know that. You're happy with that, you know? It's not about the speed. It's the direction where we're going. A lot of people go nowhere fast, and you know this. Right? In the King of Wands, you have the Wheel of Fortune. This person or this meeting, this situation, this injection of something new has really changed the way you view things. It has started that momentum. Something was, maybe you had an even life, happy life, but something came to you. You crossed someone's path. Was a book, was a person, doesn't matter. And it has stirred something for things to change. Where it's leading. I always want to see, okay, Five of Pentacles. If you don't know your worth, everyone else is going to give you whatever they think you're worth. It kind of feels as if like you're starting to realize, you know what, my worth is not what I get paid. My worth is not what someone think of me. Okay. You've been struggling for it, and you might feel like I've been standing there and doing my best, and look what they're paying for me. How dare they? Okay. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. It feels like you had enough being fed with the breadcrumbs. And, you know, maybe you decided, I want to do my own business. I want to do my own. I want to be unlimited. I want to create something that is worth getting up early and doing things and getting exciting. Right, the Death card, Scorpio. You can't make this up. We have the Death cards covering the Death cards. It's just like double stamp and signatures and stamps on it and everything. That is, whatever is closing, the door is closing, and that's it. There's no way back. However, there's nothing never there. There's always something happening. There's always something new coming with that. But you had to, it felt like you were pushed into that corner. You were pushed into that situation for you to realize there is no other way but up. Because you are so low, you were low in one particular place in your life, that the only way is up, okay? And you need to realize that. Now, in your strengths, you have the Chariot. What you have here, we have the Fool. There we go. Not the strengths, but your support. And it kind of feels like someone is saying to you, or it's your higher self. I'm feeling your higher self is saying to you, listen, Pisces, wakey, wakey. Okay, someone's clicking fingers. Wakey, wakey. Time to take action. Right, in a surrounding, you have Three of Swords. Yeah, it kind of feels like, you know, Nine of Swords. You are healing from something. Two of Wands. Again, another Two of Wands. You're seeking that light. You're seeking where is the way out? You're looking for that exit. Five of Cups. You know, like, do you have these dreams where you're kind of feeling like in a maze and you're trying to find the exit? And that's how it feels like. Five of Wands. Oh. What's going on, Pisces? The Sun. The light is coming. Follow the light. We have the Moon and the Sun. Why not? Follow what makes you feel good. If something makes you feel good, that's where the energy will come in. If something doesn't feel good, you won't succeed in that. It's just, you kind of like your inner GPS is guiding you there. Now, in your hopes and fears, you have 8 of Swords. We have 10 of Pentacles. You want to make money. You want to be prosperous. You want to share with others. You want to have so much that you can help and support. And underneath, you have Magician. You can do this. Overcoming that, some sort of restrictions, whatever the restrictions are. Now, outcome, you have the Fool and we have King of Swords. And I'm, even though you're water sign, I'm feeling like you're going to get your mojo back. You're going to get your crown back, okay? You're going to calling your spirit back, whichever it is, because King of Swords, you do not mess with King of Swords. That is like the lawyer, he's the judge, he's the someone who will say what it is for sure. And use your, not the sharp tongue, but really use your power. You have given your power away to someone for too long a time. Be you again. Yeah, be you again. You want to swim in the ocean, not in an aquarium. All right, so what angel's going to be next to you? Serafina, I'm the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. Whatever the family is this work colleagues? Is this family? Is this soul family? Connecting perhaps with your soul sisters, soul brothers. Meeting. Planning. I feel like you have either met or you're meeting a person that is gonna somewhat shake your beliefs or shake your life a bit. And it might feel uncomfortable at the beginning, but it will be worth. It will be worth. Herbs. Nature's gifts are abundant. Utilize herbs for healing and magic. All right, this is April for you. Thanks so much for being here. I'm sending you love and light, but if you want to stick around, please do. There's plenty to explore. But for now, all is well, Pisces, and you are amazing. Ta-da.